Welcome back to the Geek Central Podcast. I'm here with Ruben,
Hello.
and today in our episode we're going to talk about a few things that are pretty major for our 10th episode of the podcast. So it's a special one. Maybe
Yeah, we've reached a decade. Pretty epic.
our editor George maybe might do some like confetti or something, as it's a big milestone. The 10th episode.
Confetti sound effects. Get like a royalty-free confetti sound effect. They're like, go on, insert that there. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, lovely. Well done, George.
Congratulations.
So I guess this week's podcast episode is a little bit Five Nights at Freddy's themed, as there's two main topics are to do with Five Nights at Freddy's, from different parts of the spectrum. So Five Nights at Freddy's, the movie, started filming a week ago when we failed to mention that on the new podcast, but luckily Ruben didn't point it out on our Discord.
If it has like the same like lore crap like as the games do, then
Yeah.
probably yes.
Do you think you would watch it?
It depends how much control God has over it.
Yeah, Bloomhouse, yeah. Do you think you would watch
I
it?
probably would.
Yeah.
Would, yeah.
Would you watch it in cinema, or would you watch it like if it came out on like on demand or something? Would you watch it in the cinema?
Well, I'll watch it though.
Yeah, you would watch it. All right.
Depends on the PG, I guess. If it's PG-13, then I can't watch it, unfortunately.
Five Nights at Freddy's, the movie, is set to have a similar storyline towards the games, as Ruben didn't. Maybe now Ruben will watch it because it has a similar storyline. Scott Cawthon said he's working with the writers and directors for it to be as true as he intended when he first created the games. Also, so I think I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be like really scared. Like I was debating to play Five Nights at Freddy's during Halloween because it came out on Game Pass, the full series.
I've got like a bunch of FNaF games. I've got every single FNaF game except for like the VR one.
Yeah.
And hopefully the Security Breach comes out on PC as well.
Well, you might be our next topic is about the release of Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. So, Five Nights at Security Breach takes place in a large mall with toys
Pizza Plaza.
Yeah.
Like Supreme Pizza area.
Yeah. So hopefully 2021. But you never know, because of the COVID pandemic, it might get pushed a little bit further or later, like similar to the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Only just started filming now, which is pretty sad, as I think Five Nights at Freddy's and the game will be amazing, and including Security Breach. Like the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 had okay graphics, but if you looked at the Security Breach trailer, it is they set up the graphics, and it's the first ever one to come out on console and not PC.
Oh yeah, and fun fact about the FNaF movie as well. I'm pretty sure like Scott wrote like a lot of scripts that he ended up just scrapping and writing again because
he wanted it to be perfect.
Yeah, so hopefully the film will be good.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, early 2021. I would recommend getting it. Definitely, I think I will be getting it if it ever comes out on Xbox or PC. As I'm a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's and the lore behind it. And who really got me into it was Matt Pat from Game Theory with his weird but understandable theories.
Weird and understandable.
Yeah, well, that's it. Weird and understandable. So, as we talked about last week, Rockstar Games announced the Cayo Perico Heist will be set on a remote island, and unfortunately, we won't be showing pictures of this, as dead bodies have started to appear on the coast of Vespucci Beach in GTA Online to tease the release of the Cayo Perico Heist. We can't show it because the body that's been appearing on the beaches has no face. Like, the face has been severed off, and it's really gory. I know I went there, and I thought to myself, we can't show this, but we might be able to show the legs and next to the body there is a briefcase that varies from leather to like a metal, like what money guards hold when they're transporting money. So have you seen the bodies that have been popping up around, or have you seen the
Well,
news on this?
I have not seen the news on it, but I'm pretty sure. Unfortunately not.
Yeah. Um. So
No
it's
prob.
obviously teasing the Cayo Perico heist because they're coming they're coming onto Los Santos, and they've never appeared before. So this is obviously a hint towards the Cayo Perico heist and how brutal El Rubio, the cartel leader, will be towards our characters. So what do you think of this? What do you think of them going this far to tease the Cayo Perico heist?
Well, there's nothing really different because if you play the GTA,
Yeah,
I'm everywhere, so it's
yeah,
not
but
that
not ones
different.
with missing faces. So let's take down a notch here. So the PS5 and the Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S um, came out for pre-order a while ago, and we've failed to mention this. We mentioned it solely, but now it's getting really serious. Where people would pay their deposit to pre-order, like so before the pre-orders came out, they would pay like a £5 deposit, basically saying reserve a space for me on the pre-order list. And Corey's PC World and Amazon and eBay are suffering from all of this, where people would pay the deposit and then all of a sudden, 48 hours before the pre-orders were meant to come out, the email would fail to show up, and they couldn't get their £5 deposit back. And this has ruined people's Christmases and other things as well. What do you think
Jolly
about this?
Christmas.
Yeah,
What a
jolly
jolly
Christmas.
Christmas when your Christmas is ruined. Your
Yeah,
family has no more money to pay for food because they spent it on a PS5 that's not coming.
yeah. Daddy. Yes, can I have a PS5? I don't know. Um, I couldn't get my deposit back from these rip-off merchants. And there's also, we'll talk about later in this episode, another reason why the pre-orders go so quickly. We'll talk about that a bit later. So, personally, I won't be doing the Xbox Series X or Xbox Series S like I usually do. I will wait
I'm
until
gonna
the hype's
stick
died
with
down.
the PC I have.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
stick with the
probably
PC you
yeah.
have, yeah. But if any of you's been affected out there by trying to pre-order it, we want to apologize that if you're not being able to get your chance at this, and maybe you've like tried to pay for it and it's just gone, maybe your credit card or debit card's been wrongfully charged, or you can't get your money back because these merchants like Amazon, eBay, and Curry's PC World are refusing it because you said a deposit's a deposit. We want to apologize that
Was
you're
it like
going
a
through
boot?
this.
Was it like the actual console? Or was it like a bootleg or knockoff?
No, it was the actual console. So
Oh, okay.
they couldn't get the actual console because it would sell out in minutes, or Curry's PC World, Amazon or eBay would sell it to someone else, even though they paid the deposit and like reserved a space for them on the pre-order list. So all for you Cold War fans out there, can you guess what the new map they added into Cold War is?
I don't know. Is it A, random map? Is it B, another random map? Or is it C, Nuketown?
I'm pretty sure if you can guess, and all for you Call of Duty players, that they added Nuketown, but a 1984 version, which will have nuances to the Cold War era. So people are saying it's a great map and brings them back to the Call of Duty Black Ops 1 days when they first played it, which is absolutely fantastic news for when an adds map when everybody loves it and no one hates it. Sure, there are some people that hate it because Nuketown is very famous for their camping, but I heard there's new Easter eggs in it as well. So have fun, if
Yeah.
you're have fun with it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that what Nuketown is to Call of Duty is what Rainbow Road is to Mario Kart or Final Destination to Super Smash Bros. It's like one of the iconic
Yeah,
maps, and it's also one
definitely.
of the
Yeah,
favorite. Like a lot of people prefer Rainbow Road and Final Destination in those games, just the same as
yeah.
yeah.
So, moving back onto the restock issues, another reason why the Xbox Series X and PS5 are going out of stock because of hardware scalpers. Are you familiar with the term hardware scalpers?
I'm familiar with the term scalper, so I have like I don't remember a specific issue of scalpers another while back, but I'll let you finish like the thing about for hardware scalpers, and I'll go into like another
Yeah.
issue.
So, I'm sure all of you are familiar with hardware scalpers, but if you're not, a hardware scalper or any scalper for that reason are bots trained. Usually came up with concert tickets where the concert tickets would come on to a website or anything. Then all of a sudden they'll be sold out because these bots are keep refreshing, and as soon as something updates, they would buy it and then give it to the person that made the bot. So that person that made the bot can sell it with a high markup price. So a hardware scalpers do exactly that, but for like phones, consoles, maybe PCs, even PC parts. I know for hardware scalpers, these bots are trained, so someone can sell it again for a really high markup because he or she knows that people will want it. So all these eBay, Amazon, and not even eBay and Amazon been having these where a hardware scalper would come in and then sell up again. So PS5s, can you guess how much they're selling for on eBay from a hardware scalper?
Right, if they're £500 a meter, originally, then I'm gonna take a wild guess that it is £1,000.
25 grand if you want a PlayStation
Like
5.
what? How much? Grand?
25 grand.
Okay, that's too much.
But people are buying it because they're so desperate.
And
Now,
that's the point,
25
though.
grand in an auction. For a buy now price, it's around like 1,500, 2 grand, which is still outrageous for a console. So, what's your story about being your experience of a hardware scalper?
Well, not really hardware scalper, but scalpers in general. Like
Right.
scalpers aren't from scalpers don't specifically belong to thing. I'm gonna say a couple of memes about it, but like if you're familiar with what hobby I do, like I'm into like the Warhammer. It's pretty expensive. It was like 210 quid to get, and as soon as it ran out of stock in 17 minutes. And the reason it ran out of stock so fast was like either a bot or just like ordering a bunch of stuff. They managed a lot of it went like to scalpers. He then sold it for like way more full
Yeah, yeah.
price, like 500, 1,000, maybe like a couple grand as well. And and if you're reading the meme, like I said in the talking points, then you like what the company did was they just need to order. So they said if you missed out on one, we'll make you a new one.
Yeah.
And they made to order, and pretty much the scalpers wasted all their money because no one was going to buy the Indomitus box. A couple people
Yeah.
did because they're desperate for the box set, but yeah, but
Yeah.
like the company made it so that it was made to order. They said if you didn't get one, we make you a new one. And maybe that's what they should do with this. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying like they should make like hundreds of new PlayStations, but what they should do, they should at least try to get bulk the methods. Like, they should at least like bulk up the production to those who ordered it, but money back.
See, if
And
it was
maybe
that
that'll
easy,
save
they
them.
would.
Yeah, it feels that easy.
Because buying a bulk is really hard for shops, as for stock reasons, maybe the warehouse is too small, so they can only get it in certain quantities. So once something is sold out, it will take a while until it restocks again. So
Yeah.
that's what scalpers aim to do. That
Go-
people are ended up buying from them because nowhere else.
And for those who yet again don't know what a scalper is, it's a hardware scalper or any kind of scalper. Scalpers pretty much like stock buy like a lots and tons of boxes, like 70, 100, 50,
Yeah,
and then they sell them back for like way much more than the price to
yeah,
desperate people who didn't get their hands on it.
yeah. So Black Panther 2 is said to be going ahead. Um, but with Shuri, um, the tech girl in Black Panther will be taking over Chadwick as the new Black Panther, and she did this in the comics as well, where she became the Black Panther. But do you think it'll be the same without Chadwick?
I'm not really sure. I don't think it will be the same, but maybe it will. If the acting's good.
Yeah, yeah. It was Shuri. Well, that's not the actor's name. Shuri, the character, was a good, but personally, I don't think she'll fit in of that role, which Chadwick had big shoes in to fill, and he did with that. Yeah. Um. So I think they should have stopped with Black Panther, but I guess money's money, so they're going ahead with Black Panther 2 without Chadwick. Rest his soul. Uh, but I don't know if it'll feel the same. I guess we'll have to see. But moving on. So, do you want to read this one out, Ruben?
Yeah, sure thing. So for those who have Disney Plus or are a fan of Marvel or a fan of Black Widow, a new Black Widow film is going to be streamed on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Now this is
Yeah. So they're saying that COVID will not end by the time Black Widow come out. So they're saying instead of releasing it in cinemas, they'll release it on their streaming platform, Disney Plus. There's not a lot of information on Black Widow, but it will start Scarlett Johansson, which is always Pog. So I guess this is where we're gonna leave it here for this week. Do you want to say anything before we go?
I'd like to say that like I said my condiment or well I send my apologies to like anyone who has unfortunately missed out of like who like have gonna on the road for a bad Christmas, due to
Yeah.
like hardware and hardware scalpers and like for restock issues. And if you're affected, well, I'm like that guy feels bad.
Yeah. So thank you for watching. Follow us on Instagram at Official Geek Central,
Follow us on
Twitter at
Discord as
Geek
well.
Cent, and Twitch at Official Geek Central. Well, we've been streaming regularly, and thank you for those who've been watching. And also subscribe, like, and comment. We would like to see your opinions on the topics we talked about today. So
And
yeah, and thank
be
you.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I just carried on.
So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day and a nice night wherever you are. Say goodbye,
Or
Ruben.
even goodbye, and I hope you have a good evening, good day, good afternoon, good dawn, whatever the hell,
Yeah,
whoever you're listening, heck, even have a good if you're listening into like the fifth dimension, happy whatever they call it there. I don't know.
peace
Peace.
out.